All right, guys, double video today because I want to do a Fantastic Four review. Saw it on my birthday last night, and I just want to drop another video, keep giving y'all content. Make sure to stay locked in, everybody. We're all dealing with stuff. I got a pretty powerful comment yesterday. I just want y'all to know to stay locked in, stay strong, and do best by yourself, okay? But what we're talking about right now is the Fantastic Four movie review. Now, I reviewed Superman. I want to preface this review with I really hate this culture war going on between Superman and Fantastic Four moviegoer fans online. Like, you can enjoy both movies without slandering the other. A lot of these complaints I'm seeing from both sides, like, you can technically apply to the other in some form or fashion. So I think it's all a waste of time. A lot of this shit has to do with that Gunn Snyder bullshit anyway, and it's just really toxic to read. I hope both fandoms just go watch what they want to watch and leave the other movies alone. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Now, I enjoyed both movies. I think I gave Superman in the end a 7.5 out of 10. I'm gonna start off with my rating of this. I'm gonna give her a general sense, and then I will let you know when there's spoilers, okay? And you can exit the chat as soon as that happens. Now, overall rating as a movie, just a movie, not a comic book movie, because I rate movies based on genre usually. As a regular movie, I give it about an 8 out of 10. It was so well done. Loved the pacing. Every character mattered. Every character had their own distinct persona. They had their own distinct story. I cared about all of them. And it was so well done. I love the way they used the 60s footage, and just it was so well put together. All the characters mentioned, all the little things pulled from even the OG comics. Like, it felt like we got thrown into the Fantastic Four's real universe. It was so immersive, and I absolutely loved it. In terms of a comic book movie, I'd put it at a 9 or 9.5 out of 10. This is probably right now my favorite MCU film ever. Before that, it was the first Avengers, Winter Soldier, and Civil War. But now, and Infinity War is a classic too. But this, my God, like, this just, it was everything I needed, man. Like, if you've been a fan of my channel for the long time, you know I'm the biggest Ben Grimm fan, and by extension, I got to rock with the Fantastic Four, right? If you haven't seen this movie already, and if you're someone who wasn't exactly sold on the MCU in its current state, like, I don't have crazy faith in the MCU. But Thunderbolts was good, and this was really good. And with that in mind, that's kind of the end of my non-spoiler review. If you want to go ahead and head out, do so. But I'm going to get into stuff that'll probably spoil. I'll try not to be crazy spoilish, but there's some things I want to address that I've seen people talk about online. And I just want to get in more detail about what exactly I loved about this movie. Now, let's start with Ben Grimm. Could we have gotten Ben Grimm more action scenes? Technically, yes. But we did get the ones we needed. Put hands on Surfer for trying to roll up on his boy Johnny. Put hands on Galactus. He ran up with a bus driver uppercut on a fucking monster. Bro, this Ben was gorgeous. Like, in terms of just portraying the true Ben Grimm, the only thing we didn't get with Ben, and I told you guys, and it's funny because me and GB were talking about this, my lawyer GB, right? And we both flip-flopped on this movie. Like, before the movie came out, I thought it was going to suck at one point. I even made a video, y'all can go watch. I thought that Silver Surfer shit was going to flop with Shia LaBeouf. I was wrong. Like, this was gas. Pedro Pascal, I used to hate on him because he gets casted and everything, and I kind of just like to hate on actors when they're overpopularized like that. Wasn't really based in anything. Well, I did see him in Wonder Woman 84, and that movie fucking sucked. I passed out in like 20 minutes, but I just was hating on him because he's so mainstream, and I feel like he's being forced into every project. Pedro's Reed was godly. Absolutely godly. Like, this is the definitive Reed Richards performance. Captured his brilliance, and even more importantly, he captured the hopelessness of being the most brilliant man in the world and not being able to protect the ones you love the most. I thought Reed was as engaging as he could possibly be. He's not my favorite character in the comic books, but damn, Pedro, like, you did your shit on this one, brother. Like, that was an incredible read. Johnny Storm, perfect. Johnny, and I didn't hate Chris Evans, Johnny Storm, but they managed to capture Johnny's goofiness while celebrating, he's intelligent in his own way. Johnny's never been really dumb. He's a part of the space cosmic faring team. He's done a lot of crazy shit before. It's just he's a lot more on the lighthearted side of things, similar to how Spider-Man is. Spider-Man's wildly intelligent, but he's constantly joking around and kind of plays it off as just a goofy goober, right? Johnny was amazing. His interactions with Surfer were priceless every time, just so well done. And I thought we were going to get an Annihilation event type moment in the movie with him when he says, Hal Franklin, his uncle Johnny, loved him, and he was about to sacrifice himself against Galactus, like dead ass. And yeah, that's the Johnny we need. That Johnny Storm. He might not seem like shit sometimes. He might seem too jokey, but when the cards are down, there's not many people I want in my corner outside of Johnny Storm. And the relationship they showed between him and Ben in this is so beautiful. Like, you could tell they rib each other, they mess with each other, which they do in comics. But those are boys. Those are brothers in arms. Like, when you touch one, you better be ready to touch the other because he's coming to kill you. Like, they don't play about each other. They are, like, this family dynamic they captured so brilliantly in this movie. I absolutely adored. They even mentioned Yancey Street. Y'all know how I feel about Yancey Street. I wish they would have shown how hard it was growing up in a place like that, but they did demonstrate, he even alluded to it was kind of rough coming up. He pointed out where he grew up and he said, hey, I used to love these cookies down the street, but when we were little, we had to steal them. And again, I wish we could have highlighted maybe a little bit more about Yancey Street because I'm just so obsessed with it, but that's fine. We'll maybe get some letters. They still mentioned it. They still brought it up. It's a rougher place to grow up, and that's what gave him his heart. Go watch my documentary. Yancey Street gave him his heart, right? But the dynamic between him and Johnny was just amazing. Just perfect synergy between the actors. But my goated performance, I never thought I would say that. I swear, I never thought I would say this after the movie. Sue Storm. Vanessa Kirby, you deserve all the awards. You played a brilliant Sue Storm. I've never been a Sue Storm fan. Every once in a while, she gets me in the comics where I'm like, yeah, Sue, get that bitch. Like, when Sue turns up, Sue really turns up. And that's what I hate seeing people complain about with this movie because she squares up with Galactus. Sue's gotten down with Celestials before. Like, this girl is not something to play with, especially if you're threatening her family. And that moment she had with Galactus was brilliant. The moment she had with Johnny when they were fighting Silver Surfer just blew me away because it captured the essence of who she is, right? She's a hero, sure, but she's a fucking mom at the end of the day, right? And she's the mom figure of this group. And when Surfer was trying to get Franklin and she's pregnant, she's screaming at Johnny, go kill her. And Johnny was like, you want me to kill? And she said, she's trying to take your nephew. Kill her. And just this seriousness, we were able to be thrust in at a high speed and still understand the gravity of the situation due to the Fantastic Four. The way they could, when Reed had to confess he didn't know how to stop Galactus, man, that scene was just incredible. Sue telling the people, I won't sacrifice the world for my child, but I won't sacrifice my child for the world. Bars. And Mole Man. Goated Mole Man. I'm one of 7 Mole Man fans out there. I think he's fucking hilarious. He was funny as shit in this movie, and he was even key to the plot, which was hilarious to see. Doom wasn't really showed much, but the fact they kept showing he was skipping global meetings while Latveria was not present was comedy. End scene I loved. I have a personal theory. I think Franklin heals the face of Doom. That's why he looks like Tony Stark. And I think that's how he's going to manipulate everything going into Secret Wars and Doomsday and whatnot. But man, this film was so good. So good. Reed killed the Fantastic Four, all of them killed. I think Sue was probably the best in this film. But they all legitimately have cases for being the best portrayed character out of the 4, which is just a beautiful problem for us fans to have, like you can pick one and explain why you think they're the best and I'd be okay with it. And like that's how good these characters were. Silver Surfer was incredible. Shia LaBeouf, the alternate Surfer, the story was beautiful. Galactus looked amazing. I found out that suit was practical too. Banger. It could have been longer. Could have had more fights, I guess. But the pacing, the stakes, just the fleshing out of the family in the most natural way possible, by just kind of showing us what they had been through and why they are so close. It was It was so well done, man. I really felt like I got thrown into the comics, and it feels great to feel like that as a fan. Overall, I love this movie. Gonna go see it again. I'm just thankful as a Fantastic Four fan and as a Ben Grimm super fan that we finally got a great Fantastic Four movie. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I've also seen a lot of arguments about Jean Grey and Scarlet Witch versus Franklin Richards. Do y'all want to see me do those battles? Because I do have an opinion on those things, okay? So let me know if you want me to do those. But yeah, anyways, it's been your boy Dr. Splash, and remember, it's Yancey Street, bitches.